The doctor tossed my ultrasound across the desk. "Congratulations, Mr. Patterson. You're pregnant." I stared. "I'm a man. That's impossible." He laughed. "Obviously. You have gas. Stop eating junk and wasting my time." 3 months later, emergency surgeons removed a grapefruit-sized tumor that was crushing my organs. Dr. Richard Morrison was about to learn that arrogance has consequences. I'm Marcus Patterson, a 34-year-old software engineer from Seattle. 6 months ago, I was healthy, regular workouts. Good job. Solid relationship with my girlfriend, Sarah. Then my stomach started swelling. At first, I thought it was bloating, but over 2 months, my abdomen grew so large, I looked pregnant. Strangers offered me seats on the bus. The swelling brought stabbing pains that woke me at night, and exhaustion that made stairs feel impossible. I researched online. Everything pointed to something serious. Cyst, maybe liver or intestinal issues. I booked an appointment with Dr. Richard Morrison, a highly rated gastroenterologist at Seattle Medical Center. I should have read the buried negative reviews, the ones about his arrogance and dismissiveness. The appointment was a disaster. Dr. Morrison walked in and immediately said, "So Google told you you're dying?" I explained my symptoms, showing him my notes, timeline, and photos of the progression. He cut me off. "You gained weight and now you're panicking?" "It's not weight gain," I said firmly. "The swelling is hard. The pain is getting worse." He sighed dramatically. "Fine, we'll waste resources proving you have gas." The ultrasound tech went quiet as she scanned my abdomen. Her face changed. She took extra images, then excused herself to check with the doctor. Dr. Morrison returned with that smug smile in the printout. "Congratulations, you're 3 months pregnant." "That's impossible," I said slowly. "Obviously," he snapped. "You're a hypochondriac wasting my time. You have gas, maybe some stress weight. Stop self-diagnosing." He handed me an anxiety disorder pamphlet. "See a therapist, not a doctor. Can I get a second opinion? Do whatever you want, but stop wasting my time." He walked out. Sarah was furious when I told her. But here's the problem. Dr. Morrison marked my file as patient anxiety, no pathology. Getting another specialist required his referral. Without it, insurance wouldn't cover it, and out-of-pocket consultations cost thousands we didn't have. "Maybe he's right," I said, trying to believe it. "Maybe it is stress. Worst mistake of my life." Over the next month, the pain became unbearable. I lost 15 pounds because eating was agony. My abdomen swelled larger. I couldn't stand straight. Sarah finally dragged me to different hospitals. The ER doctor felt my abdomen and immediately ordered a CT scan. 30 minutes later, I was in emergency surgery. The tumor was massive, a rare abdominal sarcoma that had wrapped around my intestines, pressed against my liver, and started cutting off blood to my kidneys. "Another week and you'd be dead," the surgeon told me. "Who was your doctor? How did they miss this?" I told him about Dr. Morrison. His face hardened. He pulled up my records. "This ultrasound clearly shows a mass. Any competent doctor would have ordered follow-up imaging immediately." He looked at me. "This wasn't a mistake. This was negligence. Something shifted in me then. I'd almost died because Dr. Morrison was too arrogant to do his job." I wasn't letting that go. Recovery was brutal, but I had time to plan. I'm not just any software engineer. I specialize in data analytics and medical records systems. I knew exactly how to build a case. First, I requested all my records from Seattle Medical Center. His notes were damning. Patient presents with anxiety-related symptoms. Ultrasound shows no pathology. He documented nothing about the visible mass. Next, I found other victims. Dr. Morrison had a decade-long pattern: dismissed patients, misdiagnoses, arrogant refusals to order tests. Most had settled quietly with NDAs, but 2 others nearly died like me. A woman whose ovarian cancer he called menopause. A man whose bowel obstruction he dismissed as IBS. I contacted them. We decided to file a joint complaint with the state medical board and go public simultaneously. Then I called an investigative journalist I'd met at a tech conference, Amanda Chen from the Seattle Times. "I have something you need to see," I told her. Over 2 months, everything fell into place. Amanda was relentless. She got records from all 3 of us, found 5 more victims, and discovered that Seattle Medical Center had buried complaints about Dr. Morrison for years. Why? He brought in millions in revenue. It was fast, efficient, saw more patients than anyone. The hospital cared about profit, not safety. Amanda's article was scheduled for Sunday. The medical board hearing was Monday. Dr. Morrison had no idea. I saw him once before it all exploded. At the hospital for a follow-up, I passed him in the hallway. He looked so confident. It's untouchable. He saw me and walked over. "Mr. Patterson," he said coolly, "heard about your surgery? Unfortunate, unfortunate." I said quietly, "These things happen. Medicine isn't perfect." He shrugged. "Hope you're feeling better." "Dr. Morrison." I called Hart Morrison, I called. He turned. "See you Monday." He looked confused. "Monday. You'll understand soon. A nice weekend." Sunday morning, Amanda's article hit the front page of the Seattle Times. Doctor of Death. How one Seattle physician's arrogance nearly killed 8 patients. It was devastating. Quotes from all of us. The ultrasound images showing the tumor he called gas. Internal emails about Morrison's difficult personality but keeping him for his revenue. By afternoon, it was on every local news station. By evening, it went national. Monday morning, the medical board hearing was packed with reporters and cameras. Dr. Morrison walked in with his lawyer, still confident. That confidence died when he saw me in the front row between the other 2 complainants. The hearing took 4 hours, we testified. Experts confirmed his negligence. Dr. Morrison claimed he was overworked, that mistakes happen. Then I spoke. Dr. Morrison didn't make a mistake. He missed my tumor because he decided I wasn't worth his time. He looked at me, decided I was a hypochondriac, and refused to examine the evidence. I put the ultrasound on screen. Any first-year medical student could see this isn't gas. But he was too busy mocking me to do his job. I turned to him. "You told me I was pregnant as a joke. You laughed. You handed me anxiety pamphlets. 3 months later I was dying. Silence. How many others did you dismiss? How many died because you were too arrogant to care?" The medical board chair spoke. "Dr. Morrison, we find a pattern of negligence and failure to meet professional standards. Your medical license is hereby suspended. You're barred from practicing medicine in Washington." The room erupted. Dr. Morrison's career ended that day. Investigation led to criminal negligence charges. The hospital fired him and settled with all 8 patients. His license was permanently revoked 6 months later. He tried getting licensed in another state, but the publicity followed him. Last I heard, he's in medical device sales now. Me, 2 years later, I'm cancer-free. Sarah and I got married. My startup was acquired. But the sweetest part. The hospital created a patient advocacy program named after us. Any dismissed patient can now request a mandatory second opinion. Dr. Morrison's arrogance didn't just end his career. It changed the system that protected him. Have you had a doctor dismiss your symptoms? What would you have done? Drop your story in the comments, subscribe for more revenge stories, and hit like if you think he got what he deserved.